Man, how you doing, bro?
Shit, you know. Good as ever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Tell them talk, man. We back at it again, man. One thing I want to say, man. Everybody's not happy for you. Everybody's not happy for you. Like, we're in a time right now where Facebook, thumbs up, you get a like. Instagram, heart me, right? Like, swipe up on a story, fire emoji, like, right? Like, so like, you get a lot of praise, but it's also people like that think you're prey. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, everybody's not happy for you. You know what I mean? I think that these players maybe come from a certain neighborhood. Like, we hear a lot happening in rap, where they like, well, no, it's unsafe to go back to the neighborhood where you from. I think a lot of these players don't understand. Like, they maybe have some people that's offending them from a basketball standpoint. But out of the 20 guys you grew up with, it's only 5 of them that's genuinely happy
Thanks.
that you're in that position. So be careful pulling up to the party in a new car. Be careful wearing all the jewelry. Be careful. You know what I mean? That's really more so what it's about. Be careful. And also, like, financially, is it worth it? You know what I mean? You can do what you want with your money, but be careful.
Yeah, I say the same thing. Like, shit, who are you really doing that for too anyways? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, the real people that care about you, I mean,
Don't give a damn
they not in them spaces.
at all.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, man. Yeah, don't get hurt flexing for strangers.
Yeah, I mean,
It's not worth it.
Hey, tunnel vision, not on accident.
Facts.
On purpose.
For sure. Hey, man, let's get into some of this NBA talk, man. It's a lot going on. Is this one of the craziest off seasons we ever seen in regards to, like, the amount of players that's moving around? Like, I feel like this the most movement I've ever seen in the NBA.
Yeah, now this up there, and I feel like we're gonna keep seeing this too.
There's gonna be more movement.
Second apron, like, you just, you know, guys got to stay within a certain range of, you know, the players that they can keep.
Yeah, you can't go too far outside of the salary cap. It's
so
that simple. You can't go too far outside of the salary cap. I feel like it's setting precedent for, like, it's a new NBA.
Definitely is. Like, any year, it's like, all right, shit, we should feel like we should be able to take it all. You know, you got teams like the Magic. Why wouldn't they feel like they good? Atlanta making some trades. A lot going on this summer, but.
So I got a question for you. What does it mean for this new NBA with new ownership? I feel like it's more business savvy people that's coming to own these, like, that's coming into ownership, owning these teams, opposed to, like, diehard basketball fans. These is rich tech billionaires, and you know, getting an NBA team is just like a small little hobby. Oh, I got some extra money. You know what I mean? Ballman, he worth $100 billion. Oh, let me go grab the Clippers real quick. I got that for a bargain. Couple billion. You know what I mean? Like, when we talk about a superstar like Luka Doncic being traded, and if that was more so business, where they like, no, we got rid of him because we didn't want to pay him the max, right? Like,
business.
You know what I think that's going to take out, and you can answer this question, but this is what I want to say. Like, it's going to say a lot about the NBA in regards to what happens in the next 2 to 3 years with the Oklahoma City Thunder. And what I mean by that is this. Shea just got the max, right? I want to know if they're going to be able to get Chet and J-Dub the max as well, and then how they're going to be able to build around them revenue-wise, and would that put them in the second apron? And you know what I mean? Because like, we just seen how it looked to have 3 max players with Bradley Beal, Booker, and Durant.
Right.
I mean, you can't really build a championship caliber roster around them. So I think, like, how you see this, like, impacting the league?
Yeah,
I think
so, like, we might be wondering, is it worth maxing out a guy? Like, you know what I mean? Like, is it really worth it? That's why Luka's gone. They ain't want to pay him. They want to pay him. But to really answer that question, I feel like what matters on the team now is like how many weak links can you prevent having on your roster versus having like top heavy talent. Like, we don't care about a big three no more. That's not the thing in the NBA.
Depth is key.
Yeah, you need a big two, and you need enough weak links where you just can't be exposed. You know, that's the new thing, really. Like, because these teams right now, they gonna pinch at every little thing. Like, somebody can't guard the pick and roll, somebody can't shoot in the corner.
Yeah, they cross matching.
Yeah, it's like, if you can't stay on the floor, then I mean that's where your value is. And as far as like building a roster, I mean, you got to be able to do a bunch of good things. And the NBA is just more talent coming in every single year. You know what I'm saying? It's always new guys that just you can't last in the NBA. I'm sorry.
Facts.
You might get your little 2-3 years, then you off to, you know, wherever. But I mean, I think it's gonna be much more about like just having a strong roster.
Having a strong roster. So I think like teams are gonna have to draft well. I think you put a lot more pressure on player development within a certain program because now you have who you have and you got to work with it. You know what I mean? You're not going to just be able to like, oh yeah, we just finna go sign a bunch of free agents because that's what the second apron in the salary caps is for.
Yeah.
Is to balance out the level of competitiveness in the NBA. So teams with bigger pockets just can't be like, well, we'll pay. We're going to the luxury. We got the money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think it's going to put a lot of pressure on coaching. I think people are going to have to really, like you said, earn their stripes.
Thanks.
Like, you're really going to have to earn your stripes. Like, Sam Presti, he did a great job, you know, with drafting guys and being able to stock up on draft picks and stuff like that to assemble the team that he got now with SGA, J-Dub, Chet, and all of those guys.
Yeah, that took a while, too. That was the real process. I don't know what Philly doing, but that was the real process.
Facts. That's the real process, for sure.
I think the Thunder had some like record. They had the most like guys drafted on their team still. They drafted.
Wow.
So,
Yeah, it's crazy.
it's really you can't draft pieces.
Nah. Facts.
Yeah.
Growing internally.
And I was saying this day, you know how it's been a lot of skepticism about like LeBron right now in Cleveland, he got a welcome home hat and all. In this day, with new ownership, I believe that like I'm not gonna say that I'm gonna say like players like LeBron, KD, they still have power, right? But there was a moment where like they were simply like running the NBA. Like owners is little homies.
Yeah.
I think now owners got like they got their power back.
They got to do their job.
They got their power back though. Not even that they doing it. They got their power back. Like it's not. I wouldn't be surprised at all if they say, "Hey, LeBron, listen, this is Luka team now.
For sure.
Time to go. Simple, flat out. No, it's time to go." I wouldn't be surprised at all if like, the Cleveland got rid of Darius Garland, LeBron going back home. I wouldn't be shocked at all. At all. Like
I'm here for it.
This the new NBA.
Yeah.
This new NBA. No, we just don't see the reason to have a 41-year-old getting $50 million a year.
Yeah.
We want to open it up for some younger talent. Like,
it's funny because it's like real life. Like companies will really get rid of like workers, you know, just because like it's not good for the business.
Yeah.
Ain't no one guy that can just stand out and we gonna overly compensate for what?
Yeah. Now I don't think that is actually going to happen. You know what I mean? Because there's so many contractual things that go into something like that. With moving a big piece like him, like. But I do think that I would not be surprised.
Shit, it already happened with Luka. We ain't surprised about nothing that happened now.
No more.
Yeah, nah, stop that.
At all.
Ain't nothing to be surprised about.
So man, let's talk about it though, like on some of these big time players, right? Like let's start with Dame Dash.
Dame.
Once again, a team, right? Like ownership, which some people say financially they made a dumbass decision. in regards to like paying Dame 113 million over the next 5 years. You know what I'm saying? They got 20 million on their books per year. But the fact that they was able to like waive a superstar like that, like that's damn near equivalent to Dallas trade Luka. Like these big time figures, man. So where do you think Dame should go?
So is he bought out? Like basically his contract, like they just took care of it?
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
No, we put that on our books. We just don't want you to play for us anymore. We going in a different direction. We don't want, you hailing up in Portland.
No, we on to the next thing.
Yeah, no, fact.
Yeah,
I definitely think he gonna take this year off, take his time, before making any decision.
Yeah. I think at this stage in his career, like he gonna be coming off a serious injury. Obviously, the money's not gonna be there on the table for you to be demanding like, you're gonna
Max
go there
Dallas right away.
Yeah, you're gonna go to a team where you could just help them win. Now, like, sure, there are probably some starting roles in the league, but if I'm him, like, if you want to go to a good team and you're gonna be somebody backup, like, let's say a Steph or whoever.
Wait, hold on, time out.
Talk to me.
Time out. You telling me that Dame should come off the bench?
Bro,
I'm just saying.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that.
No, you say he should come up.
I'm just
not
saying,
in a bad
like,
way. I ain't putting no words in your mouth.
I'm just saying it's a league full of great point guards and like, he ain't gonna take this serious. But the reality is, bro, he coming off a crazy injury and he was always a defensive liability. Time to humble yourself in the next step in your life. That's just the hard truth.
Don't make me laugh. I hear you though.
Yeah, no, that's just what it is, bro. I mean, I ain't gonna say Dame is a bench player, but it's no different when Carmelo had to shift into that next phase of his career. It's a bullet you gotta bite.
So you think Dame is on the tail end of his career where he got to accept? Because at that moment, I'm not gonna lie, they was trying to almost blackball Carmelo Anthony and push him out the league as if his playing style wasn't effective in today's NBA in regards to they started talking about 0.5 basketball. We want the basketball to move.
Yeah.
He catching the ball, jab, hezzy pour. Like, are you stopping the flow of our offense? Then they tried to stick him in the corner and tell him he can't shoot his mid-range jumpers and how that's not effective. Weak analytics with the Rockets. Like, so you telling me right now, like with Damian Lillard, and like your opinion is your opinion. I can't refute. Like this is what you like. This you. You saying that at this moment and stage in his career that he should more so be thinking about playing a lesser role because this is a superstar. He just came off averaging 25 and 6, right? Like he just did this. You know what I'm saying? Alongside Giannis. So think about him playing without a star and a ball dominant guy like Giannis. Because Giannis is not a guy that necessarily really play off the ball. Yeah. Giannis play with the ball. He's a point forward. You know what I'm saying? I still see Dame being able to come back from his Achilles and being able to average 25 plus points a game.
25 plus is a lot of points.
It is a lot of points.
That's a lot of points. I can see him.
With the way he shoot the ball.
I can see him being like a 1B or a 1C on a championship level team.
But you said come off the bench though. You said backing up. If you come off the bench, you're not a 1B. That J-Dub is a 1B. You're not a 1B.
He might be a 1D.
Listen.
If he went to like the Warriors, are you starting him in
you starting Dame.
I don't even know the makeup of their roster, but
bro, time out. There's no disrespect. And this is not a debate show, by the way.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying from a realistic standpoint, they're starting the one guy, Kaminsky.
Yeah.
You saying you want to start Dame Lillard?
So this my thing. My only point is not really about Dame's talent, because I actually know where I think he should go. I'm going to get on that in a minute. The thing about Dame's game, if he's your number one point guard on a championship level team, I mean, you already know you're getting a guy that cannot defend. And he's also coming off an injury. Now, if you put him in a small backcourt with two non-defend, like, what if he in ATL? You know what I'm saying? How does that work with him
He's
and
not
Trae
going to
Young?
go there. Remember, this
I
is
know
going to be
that.
the first time in his career where he can choose. So let's remove the hypotheticals of him going somewhere. Well, we know it simply just won't work. Like pairing him with Trae Young is just
Yeah, that'd be stupid. Yeah,
but he is not choosing that. He get to choose.
Okay.
I don't think pairing him with Steph and playing with Steve Kerr is the same with putting him in Atlanta. We talking about championship pedigree, 4 rings within the last 10 years. Like this is a different ball game. Like we talking like we.
Does he make the Warriors better though?
I'm not saying I was have him go to the Warriors. I'm just saying that if he did go to the Warriors, he's starting. Like
for sure,
it's nothing to think
he was
about.
start. He was start.
Like he's the second best player on the team.
Yeah, all
when
right.
he get there, it's gonna be Steph and Dame. Like flat out, 2 of the greatest shooters to ever touch a basketball by far. I actually think Dame I actually think Dame is underrated. I think Dame sometimes should get just as much like acknowledgement and praise for his ability to shoot off the dribble from deep at an effective rate as Steph Curry does.
Yeah.
He can shoot damn near just as well. Like Steph he's a tick up, but
yeah. I think, all right.
Yeah.
So
if
I'm getting straight to the point, I think Dame will still play at a high level. I just feel like as far as what he should expect, he's not going to be the focal point of the team that's aspiring to win a championship. So where I really think I would say the Mavericks. I kind of like the Mavericks.
You like him? So you ain't like him with Curry, but you like him with Kyrie.
Let me explain.
2 people
Let me
injured.
explain.
2 injured
Let me
dudes.
explain. Can I explain?
Go
All
ahead.
right. So the reason why, like, situation like that, I mean, and that's kind of why I was thinking this way. Like, would he come off the bench? Would he start? Would they stagger their minutes? Who knows? But a team like that, we've already seen some really good high caliber backcourts make it far. You know, Luka and Kyrie. Dame, he would probably be filling in to those type of shoes, not the playmaker that Luka is. But Dallas gonna be elite on defense. They got a lot of switchable pieces through their whole roster. You know what I'm saying? You got AD, Lively, Cooper Flag, he played the 3 or the 4, PJ Washington, Najee Marshall, surrounding him by a lot of talent in the things that he's not really good at. So whether you got Kyrie and Dame on the floor at the same time or just one of them, that's a tough roster in my opinion. That's a team that you're going to always have a dominant scorer and you always going to have some defense and you always going to have guys that can space the floor too. So like when I was thinking about it, it's like it's not really easy for me to say where Dame should go. But I'm throwing a wild card out there. Fuck it. He going to go to the Mavs. If he go to the Mavs, that's a team that can take care of the things that obviously he's not good at.
Okay.
When he was with Milwaukee, defensive liability.
I ain't gonna lie. This not a debate show. I mean, no malice, but fuck no. I'm not having him go to the Mavs, bro.
Mavs?
I'm just saying, for me,
Yeah.
first of all, I'm not touching the Mavs. The Mavs is doing amazing.
Yeah.
I'm not touching them. I'm not having basically 2 guards that's under 6'3", right? Both of them coming off extreme injuries. One coming from an Achilles, one coming from
Can I say something though?
a ACL. I'm not doing that.
I'm hearing that the ticket for Dame is probably gonna be the vet minimum.
Yeah, for 1 year, and then he's gonna re-up. If this for me, this gonna 1 year. Yeah, that's it.
That's what I'm saying.
And then he's ran up. Yeah, he's once Dame, after he get back healthy, he's playing for a max contract. He's gonna get maxed out again.
Okay.
He's that good. We're talking about a guy that just averaged amongst the family issues. If people know what was going on behind the scenes, you're away from your kids. All these, we just talked about like the mental side of the game. All these different things affect you as a basketball player in your production. And he still was able to average 25, 5, and 7 on 45% shooting from the field. There's still Dame Lillard, right? We're still talking about Dame Lillard. Like, but before I get to where I believe he should go,
Yeah, I want to know
right?
where.
if I'm gonna put Dame Lillard with another guard, it has to be a big guard. So I would more so be thinking about the Lakers. I would put him next to a 6'7", 6'8" point guard, and you giving me more so some Luka, Jalen Brunson vibes, right? I would put him somewhere like that. Like, put him with another big guard. Now his size is not as questionable or that much of a deficiency on the basketball court. Obviously, Luka don't defend, but I think Luka,
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I think pairing Dame with a big guard is better than putting two small guards that you probably can't play together.
And the reason why I did that,
you can have somewhere.
it's because of the rest of their roster.
I get you, but I'm
And
saying,
if you stagger their minutes,
but the ego, not even the ego. Dame is still a top 20 player, top 15 player in the NBA. You know what I'm saying? And then now obviously we gotta see how he's gonna come back from his injury. Me personally, I believe he should go back to Portland. Period. Go back to Portland. Go, man, get back to your family.
Okay.
Right? Get back to your family. Go to where you love. Become the greatest Blazer of all time. Like,
championship aspirations.
I think, and this is my next thing.
That's my thing.
And my thing is, sometimes I think ring chasing isn't for everyone.
Okay.
Flat out. I don't think ring chasing is for everyone. Like, when I think about some of the guys that had opportunities to leave, it was like, what's your situation? How good, like, for example, I got another good one, but what's your situation, right? Like, when we was talking about KD leaving the Thunder, you talking about going into championship culture. You talking about playing alongside another star that's selfless. You talking about ball movement. You talking about him not having to dribble all day, easy pull up. That was seamless. KD, go play for the Warriors.
Yeah.
Go play for the Warriors, right? Like, number one on my list for Dame, I would say go back to Portland. Ring chasing isn't for everyone. Go back over there immediately. You the best player on that team. Obviously, you know what I'm saying, you want to be strong coming back from Achilles, but like with the new resources, technology, and information, and just understanding how humble and hardworking Dame is, I believe that he's probably going to be able to come back strong from this Achilles injury. Like, I really do. Yeah, man, I would say I would go home and then I would go back and play for another max contract. Me personally, if I have to go play for a contender that's in void of a point guard, I would say go with the Celtics.
He ain't gonna get no max.
I would say go with the Celtics. So you saying Dame will never get a max again? I say he will.
He going on 35 right now. By the time he back playing on the NBA court, what's he gonna be, 36? And he coming off that injury, not getting no max.
But that give me to my next point. I just think we in uncharted territory in regards to the effectiveness of these older players in the NBA now. I think when you talk about guys that's holding it down, like a LeBron James, LeBron James made an all NBA team. Yeah. This is crazy. Like, bro, that's supposed to be laughable. Like, stop playing, bro.
Now that's like, definitely 40, something to talk about.
Like 40, like, wait, what? Like, no, let's talk about it. Like,
it's we in the era where these guys,
LeBron James just averaged a baby triple-double. We're talking about 25, 8, and 8.
Yeah,
nuts.
The best of the best, and they be talking about this with KD too. Like, these guys, they about to play for like, you know what I'm saying?
That's my point.
They gonna play for a minute.
It's uncharted territory.
But I ain't gonna lie.
With the amount of freedom, with the amount, like, we just seen some of the best coaching ever. We just seen some of the best coaching ever. Like, Dame shoot the basket. I'm just thinking about him as a player, right?
Yeah.
He's not going to the paint, getting knocked down to the ground. Why do you think we could think Steph Curry can play for so long? Like,
okay,
I personally believe, like, flat out that, like, I believe Dame is going to be able to recover.
Mm-hmm.
I believe ring chasing isn't for everyone. I believe that he will get another max contract again, just because when you compare him to some of the other point guards in the league, I mean, who you taking? Darius Garland or Damian Lillard?
Why you got to give me Darius Garland?
I'm just saying, who you taking? Even when it comes to
Ja
winning.
Morant, I'm taking Cade Cunningham, I'm taking Jalen Brunson.
Yeah, I mean, it's not many people you can throw over him. Like, you said like some of the top people. Like, Jalen Brunson, I'll give you that. A healthy Dame, I mean, it's going to be questionable, but I give you a Brunson. I give you Shea, Luka, Cade. After that, After them 4, I'm just after them 4. Like,
Nah, Dame's still elite though.
come on,
Dame's
man.
still elite.
Like,
I ain't gonna
we
lie.
gotta be honest here. Like, we
I ain't
still
gonna
talking
lie.
about that dude.
I'm gonna
so.
tell you though. I'm gonna tell you right now. If you want me to tell you, Luka, Shea, you already said that, huh?
Luka, Shea, K, Brunson. After that, it's an argument. It's a flat out
You
argument.
got Steph, Halliburton.
Oh yeah, Steph.
Give me Tyrese Maxey. Give me Tyrese Maxey. I'm taking Tyrese Maxey right now over.
I'm not taking
for the
Tyrese Maxey
future?
over Dame, bro. I'm not taking Tyrese Maxey over Dame Lillard,
So, like,
bro. I'm not taking Tyrese Maxey over
If I'm
Dame
a
Lillard.
GM, if I got my GM cap on,
No, ain't nothing wrong. You just said you'll have him play
John Morant.
off the bench. So your GM cap is crazy with Dame off the bench.
So Trae Young too.
Taking Dame, bro.
Give me the youth. That's me.
I like it.
De'Aaron Fox, Kyrie, Cade, LaMelo.
You take LaMelo over Dame Lillard?
I mean, bro, not for one. Like,
Come on, bro. What type of pilot?
for
what are we
a
talking about here?
whole career.
We literally talking what's going
So
on right now.
so check it out.
I'm taking Dame Lillard over LaMelo.
The reason why I do think that there's a longer timeline for some of these great players, but like the guys that I'm really talking about when it comes to that is like the LeBrons, the Kevin Durant's, the Currys. These are going to be top 20 all-time players.
I think Dame,
I don't
first of all,
think
he made
Dame-
top 75. I think
Great
Dame
player.
is one of them guys.
Great
I
player.
think Dame is one of those. Dame
But
is
look,
right now
look.
is the first ballot Hall of Famer.
There's a lot
Once he
of I hear what you're saying,
Dame
but
is
like
probably
coming
up there.
off.
With Dame is probably up there with some of the best. Like if Dame was to retire today, I believe that Dame would be probably top 10 greatest player to never have a ring. I think he would be up
definitely
there.
He definitely up there.
I think Dame would be up there, bro. Like
I don't know, man.
We talking about a real legend, bro. Like that's just my opinion. I think highly of Dame, bro. Like
I feel like there's a lot of good young talent in the league. Guys coming off of injuries. I don't think that's gonna be, you know what I'm saying? Like, of course he can come back, but it's just, you know, you playing with them dice too. Gonna be like 36 coming off an injury. I'm not really too eager to be putting my money on guys like that versus some young talent that can reach, you know, calibers close to where Dame was. Like, I'm not saying they're gonna be top 75, but shit, Cade Cunningham, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's, I don't know, respectfully.
Dame a legend to me. I'm taking Dame over a lot of these people, bro. But me personally, outside of the Blazers, I would have Dame play with like a guy like Luka, or if it's a reason, especially if it's a 1-year rental. I wouldn't mind getting him over there with. I wouldn't mind getting him over there with the Celtics. I mean, now you talking about.
That'd be cool.
You talking about Dame Lillard with Tatum and Brown on the side of him. It get ugly. I mean, it get ugly. I actually, as I'm thinking about it, I just like the way Luka look with those scoring guards. Luka to me remind me of LeBron.
Yeah.
Luka remind me of like LeBron. You put him with a flat out bucket, which is Kyrie Irving, it's gonna work.
Yeah, that shit.
You put Luka with Kyrie Irving, it's gonna work. You put Luka with Dame in LA.
Question.
Spicy to me. I like it.
Are we talking like
Blazers, though.
1-year rental, or are we talking like
just his next career move? Just his
career
next
move?
career move.
Okay.
Just his next career move, like somewhere like that for me. I'm not the biggest fan of Dame with the Warriors, but I still understand that Dame is the second best player once he get there. Over Jimmy Butler too. Dame is better than him. Yeah. This Dame Lillard, come on, we pointing the watches. We talking about 35 foot, you know what I'm saying, game winners over a 6'10" guard. You know, like we talking about him.
Yeah.
We talking about freestyle. Like, come on, man. Come on, man. Like, play the album. Like, this Dame, bro. Like, this Dame Lillard, bro. Like, Tyrese Maxey over Dame. We gotta come on now.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm just living with a lot
relax. Come on now.
It's a lot of with the whole Buck situation, the direction they chose to go in. You know, getting a guy like that still in a prime. And, like, even the Blazers, man, they made a lot of terrible choices in terms of, like, they really didn't get much of a return for Dame, I don't feel like.
I mean, but that's just the price of being a smaller market team. You know what I mean? That's why it's important to draft well. That's why it's important to really, like, why you think they made those moves in regards to getting a Miles Turner over there with the Bucks. You got to do anything in your power to keep a guy like Giannis. Because if you don't get a player like Giannis through the draft, what star is openly coming to the Bucks? And let's be honest here, Dame was traded there. He wasn't a free agent and he chose to go there. And if I'm being honest, like I got so like into who I want to pair and play with Dame. I think these players is more so choosing organizations. So if I'm Dame, my number one organization to go to would be going back home to the Blazers. Back with my family, back with a pro organization that love and respect me. My second place would be a place like Miami Heat.
That'd be dope.
Dame is a blue-collar, hard worker. Like, that fits with who he is and his personality. Like, I don't even really know I can't even picture Dame in a Celtics jersey. Just chasing, like, that. I don't see it. You know what I mean? Like, he a blue-collar, hard worker. And I think, like, the way he want to approach and go about his craft, it fits, like, with Miami Heat, that Heat culture. That's how I feel. That's just me, though, but it's good dialogue, it's good talk, but
yeah,
Dame ain't never coming off the bench, though. I don't see Dame coming off the bench probably until he's 45. Like, he going to be able to shoot the ball deep, pick and roll, pace and space.
I don't think he's going to come off the bench.
The game these days, bro, it's just them scoring guards like him that can shoot from 30. This NBA is ideal for them to damn near have like an overseas type of career. Like, damn, we watching an overseas clip and we laughing about guys being able to play until they 40. That's this day. They gonna have to tell Steph Curry, like, hey, like, I think the only thing that can get these guys out the league is catastrophic injuries at an older age where it's not easy to recover. But then you got KD. KD go down with an Achilles.
1-1.
He come back 27. Like, you know what I'm saying? Average 27 points a game. You know what I mean? Like this is crazy. Like, we're in uncharted territory right now where guys been able to, like, play well late into their careers. That's kind of what I see happening in today's NBA.
Yeah, now I see it too.
A little bit. You know what I mean?
We gonna definitely get him a Dame jersey.
Hey, hey, that's a legend.
Dame jersey on the way. Respect the Dame though. It's crazy because, like, I don't even know, but yeah. We gonna see what happens. We gonna see.
We'll check it out. So, like, I mean, another guy that can potentially move, but we don't even know if he's gonna move. Giannis.
Yeah, that's a real.
Contractually, he still got 3 more years on his contract.
Super hypothetical. Pick your best destination type, but yeah, because I don't know. I feel like he would have been demanded a trade by now.
Yeah.
If he was really about that.
Let's go with a hypothetical. Let's go with him. If he was asking for a trade, like, and you're Giannis, where can you see him going?
Yeah,
asking to go.
So I ain't gonna lie. I really feel like Giannis doesn't have any, like, I think right now he's pretty comfortable with how his career has played out. I remember Stephen A was talking about, like, if he doesn't get another,
he'll be a disappointment.
Right? Hell no. Nah.
Nasty narrative.
Crazy.
Nasty
crazy
narrative.
work. But so I honestly feel like you was talking about ring chasing. Like, I don't think he's really about that life, like that ring chasing life. Like, he can go anywhere. I can see him going to a 2 hours south Bulls jersey. I can see something like that.
Going to the Bulls? What?
I can see something like that.
To do what? The Bulls don't know how to assemble a team.
Yeah,
the Bulls do a terrible job of assembling rosters.
If he was to go there, it would just be like a change of scenery. But on some fun shit, I would like to see that.
To the Bulls.
On some fun shit, I would, hell yeah, sign me up. Sign me up.
So you don't want to go to the Bulls, bro? I'm not.
But, like, all right. So realistically, since we ain't talking that, realistically, what you think?
Realistically, I feel like it's a couple places I can see Giannis, right? Number one, I feel like the best place for him is to stay with the Bucks.
Yeah.
I feel like he's just one of those guys, like you said, like, humble, hard. Kind of remind me of a Dame Lillard. Like, sometimes this ring chasing thing isn't for everybody. And I think he's one of those guys where, like, if he do go somewhere, it got to be kind of like the perfect situation. Like, literally everything got to be stacked up, right? Like when KD went to the Warriors, that was like it was good for culture, play style, coaching, selfless co-stars and other players that he'll be playing with. I think him staying with the Bucks is his best bet. You know what I mean? Like that's a place that he brought a championship to them. They already shown that they're willing to make moves for him. I think the other thing is like it's a small market. It's just simply tough. It's a small market in order to get other superstars there. But it's like, hey, we got Dame. Like they front office actually showed that they'll make moves when Giannis is disgruntled.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They showed they'll make moves. If I just had to play fantasy, I would like Giannis playing with the Knicks. You know what I'm saying? Like if they was to remove Cat and have Giannis over there playing with Brunson, I just think that city, that grit, right? Like obviously guys like Dame, Giannis, these blue collar hard worker, Jimmy Butler, we always can say the Heat.
That's what I was saying. Yeah, like, I was just gonna say the Heat. We always can
say the Heat, but I can see the Knicks. Like I can see the Knicks for Giannis.
Yeah.
In a weird world, I can see the Warriors a little bit. Like I can see that working out. Like, but I would more so say just stay in Milwaukee the Knicks. What you think, Luke? For Giannis, I would say stay in Milwaukee. Chicago. I'm not going out. I'm definitely not going there. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Some of these people just moving around don't even make sense.
Nah, musical chairs.
They're willing to continue to work and build around him and go out and get somebody this year for the Bucks.
Stay there. Stay with the Bucks. Stay home.
That's what their future looks like.
Now you got to give everything up.
Give you the most money.
Yeah, true. I mean, it does come down. It does come down to business. But like even right now, like you kept Bobby Portis, you got Miles Turner. It would be amazing somehow, some way if they bring in Chris Paul and bring Drew Holiday back. That's a respectable team. Yeah. Now that's a respectable team, right? They go get Drew again. That's big time. That's big time acquisition.
That'd be funny.
If you could bring. I mean, let's be honest. Like even right now for Chris Paul, the best place for Chris Paul to me is in Phoenix.
Phoenix.
That's my honest opinion. Like outside of like having a veteran presence on the Celtics. You know what I mean? But like, I would like him in Phoenix again. I think that him and Devin Booker, they had great camaraderie and chemistry. Yeah. And sometimes a team that's lacking leadership, like that's how we got to think about it. What's lacking here? But I would say, yeah. I would, if I'm Giannis, I would stay.
Knicks, I like that too. That's damn near like Knicks, Lakers, whatever. Which one of those two markets?
Fact.
He a big time guy, and that's kind of why I'm thinking like. Shit, just for the change of scenery alone, like Chicago not gonna do nothing for his career. But I mean, you had Mike play there.
That'd be a dungeon. Chicago would be they just don't make good moves.
Yeah, they don't.
They drafted Jordan. They drafted Derrick Rose. They drafted Scottie Pippen. They don't do a good job of spending money to assemble championship caliber rosters.
Yeah.
We haven't seen it.
And
you know
realistically,
what I mean?
like
they don't.
Who has enough to do a Giannis trade too? That's another reason I was looking at them. Like, do these other teams like who has enough? Like the Spurs might have enough. I don't know, bro. You got to have a lot of first round picks and you got to have a lot of good young talent to really get off a player like Giannis, because you rebuilding if you do something like that.
Yeah, for sure. And I don't think Bucks is at the rebuilding phase. Like when you think about the East right now, like truly, the East is wide open. Truly, like out of the top three teams in the East, which would be Celtics, Knicks, Pacers. Out of those three teams, two of their main players is down with Achilles injuries.
Facts.
This year, no matter what we say, for the Celtics, this is considered a down year.
Yeah.
This would be considered a down year.
Even if they make the playoffs,
this would be considered a down year.
Yeah.
And then let's talk about Indiana. Right? Like, not only do you got Tyrese Halliburton injured,
and Miles Turner.
Then you get rid of Miles Turner.
That's a bad look.
They screwed up for sure.
You gotta run back.
You gotta run it back.
Miles
Get
Turner.
a 3-year win. I feel like for any team right now that's good and you make it to a championship, you must give it a 3 to 4 year window. So if you giving this team a 3 to 4 year window, basically your 4 years would be up after Tyrese Halliburton come back healthy, though, right? That means that we would have made it to an Eastern Conference Finals. We would have made it to a championship. We would have had one down year, and then we would have ran it back one more year. If I'm Tyrese Halliburton, I'm kicking chairs. Like, yo, what we doing?
Miles Turner.
What we doing here?
Bro, they really tweaked.
What we
Like,
doing?
a stretch big that play defense.
Crazy.
Y'all ain't want to pay 10 more mil over, a few years.
Crazy.
Crazy word.
So like moving forward though, like, who would you say won the offseason in regards to the acquisition, like, in acquiring players right now?
Okay.
Just so far with what we got going on. Who would you say?
Man, I'm not even gonna say the Rockets. I'm not even allowed to say that. I said the Rockets, right? Yeah. Not allowed to say them because that's my team. They went in the chip, but to be honest.
Wait, hold on. You got the Rockets winning the championship.
Rockets.
Bro, people just.
Hey,
my
but
man,
look, it's
winning the
okay. It's
championship.
okay to have a little bit of fandom in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, who's your favorite team? Now I want them to win. Like, that's how I feel about the Rockets, gang.
I would be.
We live
healthy
in
Kyrie. I would have the Mavs come out the
We
West,
live in
so.
Minnesota where these,
My opinion.
Minnesota's supposed to win the chip every year, gang. So, let me live with my Rockets.
So you're a Rocket now.
I'm a Rocket. Houston, H-Town. But they had a really good offseason. I'm not gonna get into that because I really want to talk about the Nuggets. I feel like they really on some, we could go back, get another chip. Still got the best player in the world. Got a little deeper. That was their kryptonite too, by the way. The last 2 years, they just didn't have no bench. They didn't have no bench. They got Bruce Brown back. In my opinion, the number one glue guy. One of the best glue guys for that championship run. Obviously, they got rid of Michael Porter Jr. Who they get? They got Cam Johnson in return. Cheaper contract, so that just gives you more flexibility. He gonna do a lot of the same things Porter was doing, except rebound. They just and they got Valanciunas, just a guy that can come in and give some good minutes. He could pass, he can do things that Jokic can do. But yeah, they added depth to their roster. So I mean, I would not be surprised if we right now talking about how the Nuggets want a chip, because I mean, team that been there before. I could definitely see it happening.
Yeah, for sure, 100%.
Yeah,
now that's big time. Yeah, I mean, I ain't gonna lie, man. It's a lot of teams I feel like they did a good job this offseason with their acquisitions, but I gotta say the Rockets. Like, literally just because how the team is assembled.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I
literally I would give them, you know what I mean?
They get an A+.
They get an A+ for sure. But if you telling me that we're gonna be able to keep our wing depth and then we're gonna remove Jalen Green and acquire Kevin Durant, top 10 all time. Come on, this KD we talking about, right? And a older player that's still playing at a very extremely high level and doing it efficiently. I'm still giving you an efficient 27.
Facts.
Then the biggest move that they made was extending their coach. When you extend your coach, you extend your culture, right? Like, Ime Udoka is a culture builder, right? So you keep your coach, you extend him. Now, you go get another vet, another wing vet who can stretch. Dorian Finney-Smith.
Hard.
A 3-and-D guy, right? So let's say if you have any trepidation about, I'm not sure how Jabari is looking. I'm not sure how, what's the other kid? Whitmore is looking.
Eason, Whitmore, yeah.
I got a vet that I know can do this, right?
They deep.
Now you talk about getting another vet with Clint Capella.
Yeah.
You talking about this team is built out the right way, bro. Like,
yeah, they got a whip.
They got a squad, man.
They got a
squad.
whip.
And then, like, it's crazy. So, you know what I was thinking about this team too? What if they was able to put, like, Amir Thomas? It's interesting with him. He could potentially be trade collateral. He could. Because this year, he's either going to have a breakout J-Dub type season, or what we doing with him?
Yeah,
What do we do?
his value is crazy right
His
now.
value is high, but
Yeah.
also the flip side to him is, what position do he play? He don't really have a position.
Yeah.
So when you don't have a position, guess what you don't have? You don't have a role. Because sometimes I can envision him turning into a point guard, right? And kind of being able to push the floor like a Westbrook, a Ben Simmons type. Because when you have him in a 5-on-5 setting, he's not a spacer. So he gonna have to play in a dunker like Ben Simmons did, because he can't shoot the basketball as well right now. So it's gonna be big for him to learn as much as he possibly can this offseason on what is my spots.
Right.
You know, what do I do? Like, yeah, you could be a slasher, but like even when you talk about Andrew Wiggins, he still has a game, right?
Yeah.
Like you still can post him up, and honestly, he's a respectable 3-point shooter. But I think like this year is gonna be like, well, what do we do with you too? You know what I mean? What role do you have? Like, otherwise, it's like, well, he's just a guy he's gonna be on the bench. But I think, well, where his
So basically, he got to produce to stamp what we're doing here long term.
I mean, just like right now, like we talk about him starting, but it's like doing what? Like, oh yeah, Fred VanVleet, Amin Thompson, Kevin Durant, Shea Goon, and Jabari Smith. What do Amin Thompson? What is he gonna do? We know what he can do defensively, but offensively, what's gonna be his role?
Right. Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I hear you.
It's gonna be big.
He's not one thing, that's for sure.
For sure. His Swiss Army knife.
Yeah.
Or do he develop into like, yeah, but I can't even call him a Caruso because Caruso can shoot the basketball.
Right.
You gotta be able to shoot.
He wear a lot of hats. Like, you know, he got a little bit of that Ben Simmons a little bit when it comes to just playing a dunker, and being a two-way defender, like literally maybe top 5 in the league right now, arguably the best.
But offensively, how do you play?
Right. And I hear you on that. I hear you on that.
And we know in the playoffs, it slows down.
So
it slows down in the playoffs.
offensively, he remind me of Tony Allen that could go get one at the rim. And that don't really do nothing for you
crazy?
offensively.
In this day, respectfully, because Tony Allen from Chicago,
Yeah.
I don't believe you can play a player that can't
Space the floor.
Space the floor.
Yeah.
I can only defend, but I don't bring nothing else offensively to the table.
Right.
You can't make a deep playoff championship run with those type of guys.
A good team, a good coach definitely will get on that. They will.
Can't do it.
But man, with a team like that, you got Kevin Durant on the floor. You got a lot of shooting. You got Fred, Jabari. Their spacing ain't gonna never really be an issue. So that a guy like that, I mean, you could hide him, and he definitely needs to work on his shooting. But man,
he's gonna have to get better, or he got to go. I'm telling you, he's gonna have to get better, or he has to go. He's gonna have to get better for sure. He's gonna have to get better. Or he got to go.
In my opinion, I think he's one of the most special players in the league right now. Young players.
Hey, I think Jalen Green, in regards to being a young talent, he's in the same realm. But when you're talking about having Ime Udoka, you're talking about having a point guard in Fred VanVleet, who's a veteran, which is older. You're talking about having a Kevin Durant. The plan that they have right now is to win within the next 2 to 3 years. They're not necessarily really thinking about the next 5 to 10. No, it's the next 2 years. They get 1 year to gain chemistry and camaraderie. The next year is championship or bust, or you break this up. Or you break this up. It's over with.
Question. Jaden McDaniels. How do you feel about a player like him?
Once again, Jaden McDaniels has a game. To me, Jaden McDaniels is a poor man.
He just now got into really what his game is offensively.
But even if you watch him in high school, he's not no freak where he's just pushing the ball up and dunking. When you catch him, you seeing mid-range jumpers. You seeing the 3 ball.